Nigerians home and abroad. Sometime last year, the Nigeria Police Force declared a woman wanted, and about a year after, she is out making. She just released a statement today asking the Nigeria Police Force to withdraw that declaration and recant. So she wants Nigeria Police Force to retract declaration that she was wanted. And today she's live in the virtual studio with me to explain the background to all of this and why she wants Nigeria Police to retract the declaration that she is wanted. Good evening, Madam Dorcas. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Shegun. Thank you for
All
inviting.
right. So today you issued a statement asking the Nigeria Police Force to retract that you are wanted.
Yes, sir.
First, let us know why you were declared wanted. Did you
Okay,
do you feel do you feel it wasn't worth it? You should not have been declared wanted.
I shouldn't have been declared wanted at all, at all. So basically, this is what happened. I am a business owner. I'm also a philanthropist, and I do blog and vlog on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, and sorry, not Instagram, on my YouTube and on my TikTok. So there are some set of people on Facebook that I have issues with. Okay, these people, they are blogger as well. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I'm not based in Nigeria. Um, they are also bloggers. They are also on Facebook. And it was an issue of, they will say something about me, something negative about me, and I will come online to debunk them, or they will blog something about me, like bully me, and I will come online to reply them to debunk their lies. So this is what we have had going on. They refuse to report me in the United Kingdom, where all of us are based, okay? Because every single person that's reported in Nigeria, they are all based in the United Kingdom. And it was when I was invited by the Nigerian police force, it was for an issue of cyberbullying and cyber stalking, which I was very shocked about. That okay, is it because I am on holiday? Why are you investigating cyberbullying and cyber stalking in Nigeria? So
Mm.
that was what they were investigating. Sorry, rather, it was investigated by IG Monitoring Unit. Okay, by an IPO called Chinedu. We went from IG Monitoring Unit to IRT. Have been like to every department in Nigeria. In fact, the whole thing started in Lagos. Their case was discharged in Lagos. They were not happy with the outcome of the issue that was discharged in Lagos. Then they went to Abuja to report to somebody that I know that is influencing their case. Okay, I'm going to mention the person's name as we go along with this interview. And he pulled that particular case from Lagos all the way to Abuja to be investigated by the IG Monitoring Unit, which was investigated. They came up with the same verdict as, whatever they came up with in Lagos. And after IG Monitoring Unit investigated the matter, this particular person that is influencing their case, okay, that is trying to do, I don't know what he's after, um, pull the case again from IG Monitoring Unit to another department called IRT. So we started with cyberbullying and cyber stalking, and then we ended up with a murder issue. Do you want me to continue, like, or do you want to ask me questions and then I'll answer?
I just wanted you to flow, but first you said cyber stalking, cyber bullying.
That's right.
All these whiles you were not yet declared wanted.
I was not declared
These
one.
are just background to prior being declared wanted, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, great. So, cyberbullying, cyber stalking of the your people you were engaging or interacting and each other just banting, right?
On Facebook.
Alleging one another on
Yeah,
Facebook.
that's
So they
correct.
decided to take it further by involving the police.
That's right.
First in Lagos, you were discharged, like
Yes,
cleared.
the
They
paperwork.
escalated. They escalated to Abuja. All this while still on cyber stalking, cyberbullying.
That is correct.
Okay, good. I just wanted us to be clear. So you can now continue. I want us to link it to murder,
Okay.
allegation, wanted, and all that. So I want
So,
to understand. Yeah.
so whilst that investigation was ongoing, I wrote my statement. When we go to the IG monitoring unit, I gave them my statement. Um, I gave them all my evidence. Okay, my evidence were, out of this world. It was, in fact, more than the evidence that was given by the person that alleged me wrongly. Okay, now this particular person that alleged me wrongly didn't allege me alone. The person also alleged my manager and my friend called Alujo. Whilst we were being investigated, she was asked to give evidence of everything that she alleged the other two people for. Her name is Tolulope Odegbami, by the way, the daughter of Odegbami, the ex-footballer. She was
Okay.
asked to give
That is the okay.
that is
Second.
one of the people that alleged me of this
Okay.
type of stalking. Okay, so when they asked her to give all those evidence, she was unable to provide evidence of what she was alleging us of. She was giving video evidence of other people that are into the same fracas or dispute on Facebook. So the IPO was now asking her that, okay, you've alleged these two people. Can you give me evidence of what they did to you? She couldn't provide any evidence. Anyway, I gave them my proof. The IPO, who thought that, she reported a case that they believed that maybe they would have a ground on, had a complete change of mind by the time we finished with our statement and our evidence. It was like, what is going on here? What you reported this particular lady for, you are also doing the same thing. So why are you making false reports? Anyway, we were told after all the investigation to go
What is the
on,
particular of the allegation? What particularly
cyberbullying,
did they?
cyber stalking,
No, when
cyberbullying.
you say cyberbullying, cyber stalking, like maybe you made a particular statement,
No,
bullying or trolling.
like like she would abuse me, right? And of course, I will abuse her back. Okay. So she was giving video evidence of where I have abused her back without
Okay.
giving them the evidence that she actually abused me first, and I was replying to what she did.
Okay.
So by the time the investigation went on, they got a good image of what was actually going on, that it was a case of, this person is abusing this person and this person is abusing this person back. It wasn't as if, Dorcas was actually abusing her or anything like that. So then,
You were just trading abuses at each other.
yes, on social,
Okay.
yes. Then she went on with this kidnapping of twins. Okay. Um, this particular twins, um, I wasn't the one that started the case of the twins. This particular twins the case of the twins started with a particular lady on Facebook called Jogotadi Omoba Adams. Okay, she was the one that brought those family on social media, and she was looking after them. Somehow, I don't know what happened. She, that is Tolulope Odegbami, um, sort of like, I don't know, she allegedly from the family kidnapped by the husband. She allegedly kidnapped the Iyabeji and the twins. Okay,
Mm.
which I believe, from what I heard as at the time, Lagos State got involved in this particular issue of her, taking these twins without the permission of the husband and of the some of the husband family. So when she, brought these twins into her care, the woman who happens to be this Iyabeji that passed away, right? She complained that Tolulope Odegbami was mistreating her. So somehow, the husband located where the wife was, which is Tolulope Odegbami's house, and the husband got hold of the twins, and the wife who happens to be the Yabeji. And then they started their wall. I don't know anything about whatever petition they were writing against each other or what have you. The only thing I was getting was information from the twins family that this and this is what Tolulope Odegbami is doing to them. And I was broadcasting it on social media just to create awareness. So, in order for her case to look good, okay, she asked she asked, they asked me because I was contacted by the twins' mother as well, okay, and I was asked to they didn't ask me to produce, they asked me if I knew where the twins' family were, and I made it very clear that I can give them the contact of the brother. I don't know where they are. They have left um, my foundation because the twins' mother called me when Tolulope Odegbami was mistreating her, that she needed help. And I have an NGO called Dorcas Adeyinka's Empowerment Foundation. My NGO was giving her, we're supplying her food of 80,000 naira on a monthly basis, and we would give her 20,000 naira cash under the foundation. So, but after a while, she started misbehaving. I'm talking about this Iyabeji. She was, both herself and the husband, they started selling things like the bear the mattress, some of the baby food. So I was like, come on, this is a foundation, we've done so much for you. If you don't need our help, the best thing that we can do is for you to go back to your parents' house. So we returned the twins family, and we took my foundation, the manager returned the twins, and of course the mother to the mother's house in October 2023. So since October 2023, we have not had anything whatsoever to do with any twins or the twins family, even though they were never in Dorcas's Adeyinka's care. The only thing is we only got them an apartment, okay, which they were living in, and they were misbehaving. We asked them to evict, we asked them to leave the apartment, and that was it. So whilst this investigation
So
of
where did they return to?
they returned to the Iyabeji's mother's house.
Okay.
We have the video evidence and all of that. And
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so we have not had anything to do with that family since October 2023. I didn't even know what was going on with them any longer since October 2023. So when I came, I now traveled to Nigeria in March. Okay, because they've done the investigation of this cyberbullying and cyber stalking, and there was nothing against Dorcas. Do you understand? She kept going on about, oh, the twins are with her. Can you investigate her and ask her to produce the twins? And the IPO asked me if I knew where the twins were. I said, I can give you the phone number of one of the brother. You can call them to find out where these so-called twins are. Mind you, let me just make this very quick point that one of the reasons why Tolulope Odegbami came up with this twins issue is because Lagos State had a case of kidnapping with herself, and she wanted to, she was trying to sort of like twist it on somebody else's head. Okay, so right, they asked me about the twins. I gave the phone number to them, and they said, okay, no problem. The investigation is going to continue. That was the last thing that I was told, that the investigation is going to continue. This was in March 2024. Now, I was in Nigeria for some medical treatment. I was in Nigeria for my chieftaincy title. I was in Nigeria for other events and all of that. They noticed that I was around, and they wanted to sort of like put so much pressure on me. Anytime I'm in Nigeria, they will come up with one excuse or the other, just to create a scene. They've done it a couple of times. So we were told that we should go home in March, that the investigation is going to continue. First week, second week, third week, fourth week, I didn't hear anything from anybody. Nobody contacted me, nobody called me. Only for me to start hearing Dorcas is a murderer on Facebook on the 9th of March, I'm sorry, on the 9th of April, 2024. And I was thinking to myself, Dorcas is a murderer? How? Are these people okay? This is somebody that I've never met before in my life. How is Dorcas a murderer? Anyway, the IPO sent me a message on WhatsApp that no, actually I was the one that sent a message to the IPO to start with. I informed him that, they are shouting my name on Facebook, even though you've asked each and every one of us to stop, publishing anything about each other. I said, these people are now screaming and shouting my name on Facebook, calling me a murderer. I don't know if anybody has passed away. I'm not interested. But can you see what they are doing? So I sent the link and everything that they were doing as at the time. I sent it to the IPO. About 3 or 4 days after, the IPO said that they are now investigating murder, that it needs me to come to IG monitoring unit. So I was like, I said, you are investigating murder. How? Who murdered who? Now, remember, I said that they have been trying everything within their power to try and rope me with something. So obviously, the issue of cyberbullying, cyberstalking wasn't going anywhere. And they needed something, sort of like a capital offense, okay, to hold me down. And, really and truly, I was thinking to myself, why are you inviting me to come and answer to an alleged murder case when what we were treating actually was the cyberbullying and cyberstalking? How did we go from cyberbullying, cyberstalking to a murder case? They obviously wanted something to, to lock themselves up and not me. So I told them that I am undergoing some medical treatment at the moment. My lawyer was going to contact them. I want to point out that they did not send me an official invitation. It was a WhatsApp message, which I have record of everything, that I should come back. The investigation is going to continue. And I made it very nice and clear to them in my text message back to them that I am undergoing some medical treatment at the moment and I am not available, which my lawyer replied to. Anyway, some few days after that, or maybe say, I don't know how many.
Did they tell you who passed that they were investigating their murder or
Yes,
death?
this so
Who?
called Yabeji,
Okay.
this same Yabeji. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's this same Yabeji. So I was really shocked that why would you be investigating me for a murder of Yabeji? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand. So, of course, sorry, 1 second. Of course, I knew, automatically that it was part of their plan, to try and have their way with me and, try and sort of like maybe find something to just lock Dorcas up. Do you understand what I mean? Because of course, if I go there as at that time, okay, straight away, they were investigating murder case. And bearing in mind, they had already arrested the husband of this Yabeji, okay, locked him up for 97 days. Up till now, he has never been charged with anything. That guy was locked up for 97 days without being charged with any offense. And it was clear that this man didn't know anything about the death of his wife. So, I didn't answer them. I just left them. I carried on with my medical treatment that I went to Nigeria for because that was what I was there for. I carried on with my treatment. Um,
Excuse me. Do you have an idea if Iyabiji had passed before you visited Nigeria, or was it during your visit that Iyabiji
I was in
passed?
Nigeria when she passed away. I was in
Okay.
Nigeria.
Okay.
I,
Go
I
ahead.
arrived
Yes.
in Nigeria in March and she passed away in April.
Okay.
Yes, so I was 100% in Nigeria when she passed away, but I've never met her before. I've never seen her before. I have never set my eyes on her before. I didn't know where she was living. She was living with her husband, in care of her husband. So how, Dorcas's name now came up. I mean, I saw the petition that was written against myself, okay? And I am just going to give you um what was written inside that petition that could have warranted them asking me to come and answer to an
Yeah,
alleged
because we need to really see how you were linked
to
since you
that.
never
Okay,
met. Yeah, okay.
one sec, please. Okay, so in that petition that was written, I don't know who wrote the petition. I don't know if it is Tolulope Odegbami or if it's the brother of this woman that passed away. Tolulope Odegbami denied writing that particular petition. She claimed that it was Shegun, who happens to be Iyabeji's brother, that wrote it. So this is what he wrote in his petition. In his petition that I saw, that I replied to, he said that he had a one-on-one conversation with me on the phone, okay, and that I said I have injected Iyabeji with some substance, okay, and that nobody in Nigeria can do anything to me. When he was questioned about his petition, okay, he denied it. He said Tolulope Odegbami asked him to write what he wrote in his petition, which is his malicious report. Why would somebody be declared wanted for a petition that is full of lies, a petition that was not properly
Well,
investigated?
okay, you were invited, but you were not able to go.
No, I was invited, not officially invited. It was a WhatsApp message. I didn't get an official invitation. It was just a WhatsApp message that was sent to me that they want to continue the investigation.
You know, but you know the source of the message, like you know who sent it.
Yes, I know who sent the message. And I told them that my legal department is going to get back to them, which they did. Okay, which they did. But, they didn't want to hear that. They still went ahead and put out a wanted post without investigating. Anyway, let me quickly jump to, me going to them around, was it June? Okay. And, I was held for 21 days. All right.
Is it my network?
The
Is it my
network,
network? Your image? I can hear you, but your image is like it's freezing. I don't know if it's my network or yours.
another phone is very fine.
Okay, okay, it's back now. Yes, you're back now. So you may continue. You said you were held for 21 days. How many? 21 days, did you say?
Sorry, say that again.
You said you were
Okay,
held
so
for how many
I
days?
was held for 21 days, okay.
By
Autopsy
who?
by the department at the IRT department.
So you eventually visited.
Yes,
Okay, and you were held
for 21 days, okay. Although I
before being declared or after.
after being declared.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the issue was investigated. And they obviously found nothing on Dorcas. Autopsy was carried out on the woman that passed away, and the result came out that she had tuberculosis. Okay, but my main concern and my worry is that the issue is being influenced by some um member of the Nigerian police force, okay, negatively,
Mm.
because I am being witch hunted. All right. I know, today I am literally just talking about the issue of, wanted of this particular murder case, that I'm thinking to myself, why has this not been published? Why has this murder case not been charged to court? Do you understand what I mean? Somebody's image has been tarnished here. Why has nobody charged this particular case to court? Why has nobody published or even removed the so-called, because normally when when a wanted post is published and you obviously contact, or you get to see the suspects, if I might say, you're supposed to put out a press or whatever. Okay, this particular suspect has been, apprehended, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we have investigated the case And this is the result and the result of the case. But everybody is keeping quiet, and I'm not very cool with that, because it is my image, that they tarnished. It is my image, that is being dented. If all the Nigerian police, sorry, not the Nigerian, if all the Nigerian media houses have carried the news that, oh yes, this person is a murderer, once you find out that, oh yes, no, she did not murder anybody, are they not supposed to, publish something else to say that, oh yes, no, she did not actually commit that offense? If you understand what I mean. I can see,
I don't want. I don't. Sorry, quickly. I don't know if you can quickly respond to this comment. Say you went to invade someone else's privacy and got arrested. You were on bail and was told to come back in March
mhm.
before the so-called EIBG passed. Did you or did you not?
Let me answer to that.
Invasion of privacy, yes.
Hold on, let me just answer to that question. That particular person that made that comment is one of those, they are fracas people on Facebook. You will see a lot of that comment. They are highly manipulative. That is a lie. I did not go ahead to invade anybody's privacy. I was invited by that particular person, and that particular case has nothing to do with what we are talking about. It is a complete different case. And if I may, if you want me to, I will send you, okay, the malicious reports on that particular case. If you want me to, I can send you the verdict of that particular case. I have all the paperwork with me. If you want to display it to the people that are watching us, I can. Obviously, I was not charged for anything. That is what that person wrote there. It is a complete lie and nonsense. I was invited. This is what happened with that issue. I was invited by that person, although that person used to abuse and harass me on social media. Okay, I see her like a mother. For some funny reason, she was supporting a particular lady on Facebook. So she started abusing and harassing me. She invited me. I have all our WhatsApp messages, everything. Okay, I was invited by herself. So as I was passing by, I went to my tailor. And that particular lady, I saw her shop, and I came down from my car to go and say hello to her. That, hello, mommy, why have you been abusing and harassing me? What is happening? Because we were cool. This is somebody that I used to call a mother and all of that. So when I got down, I made a statement that, I don't know what the problem is. You've been shouting on Facebook that you are a political thug. That is what that woman used to call herself as at the time. Why are you abusing me online? She became so aggressive, okay? And when I noticed that she was getting so aggressive, I entered my car. On turning back, we saw her running towards us. She threw a massive big stone into my car. Thank God that that particular stone missed myself, okay? And straight away, I went to the police station to report the incident, all right? That particular incident has nothing to do with what we're talking about here at all. I don't know why
Okay.
that, it has nothing to do with what. I reported that to the police. The police said they should arrest her. And then we got there. They started doing their hanky panky game.
Okay.
So
I
they tried
thought the person
to,
was trying to point our attention to
no, don't mind them.
how you were held for days. But
No, it is one
okay,
of those
since it's
fracas. That one is a complete case entirely.
if it's unrelated, so we can just move
Okay.
on to. But I would like to know, the person who alleged or wrote a petition was trying to link you to Iyabeji's passing, right? And the person said, according to the petition by the brother, that you confessed to injecting some.
He said there's a phone call inside that petition, because I saw the petition. He
Okay.
alleged that there is a phone call conversation between myself and himself, where I said that I injected, the sister with some substance, and that nobody can do anything to me in Nigeria, that I am untouchable. Do you understand what I mean? That was
Did the
what,
person record the conversation? Do you have like the
according to, what, yeah, when we were at IRT, okay, they recorded the interview, okay. So there is a full recording of that particular interview. And the person that was, it is somebody else that wrote the petition. But the person that claimed that she has that recording is Tolulope Odegbami. That is also known as Olowo Shibi. She said when they asked her that, hello, excuse me, inside the petition, somebody said that they have a recording of Dorcas. Which one of you is it? She said that she spoke to one of Iyabeji's daughter, a supposed 8-year-old girl. Yeah. She said she spoke to an 8-year-old girl, and the 8-year-old girl said that, she heard me, and did she say she said she heard me and Baba Abeji or something or whatever talking about they injected somebody, all of that were just lies that she was making up anyway. All of that were lies just to have their way, just to have their way. All they wanted was, we need to find a capital offense to try and lock her up. We just have to find something.
That's your own suspicion.
Yes, that was my suspicion. Yeah.
Okay, fine. But I mean, did they supply the police the recording, and did you also get to hear it?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not,
so go ahead. I just want to know why eventually.
Okay, not at all. Nothing was supplied to the police, nothing. Okay, so we did an autopsy. Well, they did an autopsy. The autopsy result came out. A lot of people were there on the day that they were reading out the result. And the result was very nice and clear that she died a natural death because she had tuberculosis.
And
I am just wondering why, 1 year after, why is it that they have not published the result of the autopsy, number one, and clear my name, remove my image of the Nigerian Police Force page where they put murder, they put extortion. Who reported me for extortion? Extortion of what? I have never collected 1p from anybody. Okay? They just put all the allegations there just to make it look very good. Do you understand what I mean?
Like sufficient enough to secure an arrest and detention. Your own suspicion.
Good. Nobody reported me for stealing money from them. The people that reported me for cyberbullying and cyberstalking, they have been investigated. Okay. Why am I being transferred from different places to different places? The other day, there was a publication on the Nigerian Police Force that when a particular department is treating an issue, it should not allow that department to continue with the issue. Do not transfer it from one place to the other, to the other, to the other. How can IG monitoring units treat a cyberbullying and cyberstalking case? And they wrote their reports. The report clears Dorcas. And then you took the same case from IG monitoring unit. You took it you took the same case from IG monitoring unit. You took it to IRT. Now, let me make this clear to you, sir. All these people that wrote the petition, cyberbullying, cyberstalking, they were about on that petition, I think they were about maybe say 8 or 9 of them, sir.
Okay.
Can you believe that only 2 of them turned up? The only people that turned up, 8 or 9 of them, about 3 of them turned up. And that is Fumilayo Orekoya, Tolulope Odegbami, and Tolulope Adeoye. These 3 people, including Toyin Fayose, this particular Toyin Fayose, the case of Toyin Fayose is a separate case. It's a case between myself and herself, and they asked her to be arrested. The police asked her to be arrested. Okay? It's a case that was handled by Zone 2. The case of Toyin Fayose was handled by Zone 2. They tried to arrest her in Ekiti. Can you believe that the people that went to report myself for cyberbullying and cyberstalking went to this particular person that is influencing their case? I have not mentioned his name yet, but we're going to get there because I have a separate case with himself. Went to the same person that is influencing their case to drag the case of Toyin Fayose from Zone 2 Okay, there is a report to this from zone 2 all the way to Abuja to go and lie on me that me I sent somebody to her although when IRC investigated her case, they told her that she didn't have a case against Dorcas and that her own case should be separated and she should be investigated separately. So her own issue, I am going to put it to her side because we are following up on all those different petitions. But from about maybe say about 15 names that was on the petition, only 3 of them that ganged up turned up. The rest of them
Okay.
said they are not going to come because they know what they wrote in the petition were all frivolous. There was nothing true. There was nothing real about it. They couldn't come there to face me one-on-one with what they wrote inside their petition.
That was as far back as the cyberbullying and cyber
And
stalking.
cyber stalking, which,
Okay.
that one is, I believe they said is with, a particular department that is clearing things up at the moment and pra. I don't want to give too much information because I know those people, I'm talking about those people on Facebook, they are on this particular platform and they are watching. So cyberbullying, cyberstalking, how did we go from cyberbullying, cyberstalking to murder? And eventually you find
But
out
the
that,
but the petitioners are different now, right? The petitioners for cyberbullying, cyber stalking are different from the petitioner on murder.
the petitioner on murder was instigated, okay, by Tolulope Odegbami that wrote the petition on cyberbullying and cyberstalking. Because she is the one that went ahead to bring Iya Beji's brother to write that petition. And when he was asked, why did you put this inside your petition? I was there at the interview. It was an open interview. Do you understand what I mean? He said Tolulope Odegbami asked him to write that. Should he not have been charged to court for
Hmm.
writing? Do you understand what I mean? Why is
Okay,
somebody
so the
like that still
petitioner
walking free?
the petitioner opened up during
Yes,
interrogation
yes,
that
that it was
it
Tolulope
was
Odegbami
instigated.
by Tolulope Odegbami. Yes.
Okay.
So why is he still walking freely? And this particular petitioner, okay, he made several videos, on social media. He said that I cut off some part of the sister body. That when he went to look at the sister, the breast is missing, the eyes is missing. That me, I have used the eyes for ritual. That me, maybe that's why I came to Nigeria for chieftaincy ceremony because I wanted to use the sister's head, and he was shouting all over social media that they should investigate this, they should investigate that. Why has he not been? Why has this guy not been dealt with? Do you understand what I mean?
I get you.
Mhm.
So after being declared wanted, and you are asking the Nigeria Police Force to retract this bulletin.
Yes, that's correct. And of course, all the people that were behind this, like Tolulope Adeoye, that is Abike Jagaban on Facebook. I'm going to tell you what she did. There is a video, okay, where she said that she confirmed that she planned all of this, okay, that everything that has to do with, reporting this murder. Although when she was being interviewed at the center at IRT, she denied it. When they asked her that, what do you know about the murder case? She said she doesn't know anything about it, that they should go and face Tolulope Odegbami, who happens to be her manager. However, on Facebook, she was doing otherwise. We have more than 50 videos where she was shouting and calling me a murderer, where she was saying that, she was the one that orchestrated this, she planned it, that what do we, if they don't do me for murder, what do they want her to go and tell the family of the deceased? So all these people, they need to question them because it is a pure fight of fracas. It's a pure
Well,
issue of
the only aspect I'm interested in here is I'm not interested in the
That's
exchange
yes.
between you and, yeah,
And
because these are regular things we see here and there on Facebook, and but I'm only attracted here now because of the police bulletin declaring you wanted,
yeah,
and how you have also come back to say police retract this bulletin.
that's correct.
So okay, now I'm very sure that Nigeria Police Force is already aware of your statement today, and
Hmm.
also watching are going to see this video,
Hmm.
uh, what you have to say about it. But my interest is, going forward, you
Hmm.
feel that your reputation has been badly soiled or damaged
That's correct.
because of this publication, and you want it retracted.
That's correct.
But so would that end the feud, you and the opponent, or what would you want from those ones, or you wouldn't care?
Okay. With the issue of the opponent, okay, I have sued them to court. All right. They need to prove their case. Why they wrote a malicious report against myself? Like I said, in one of their reports, that is one of their cases that I was exonerated from. It was very clear that everything they were doing were just malicious, okay, because there is evidence to back up, you know, what they said, and they could not. The funniest thing is that they are not ready to go to court. They don't want to go to court. They just want to continue to use the Nigerian police force to torment and harass me. I don't
Hmm.
understand why. By now, the case of cyberbullying and cyberstalking is supposed to be in court. By now, the case of murder or no murder is supposed to be in court. Why is it being held on to? Why are we not in court? We're supposed to go to court. When you know that your conscience is clear. Sorry, 1 second, sir. Hold on.
It's all right.
When you know that what you are
Trouble with
saying is the
network here,
truth,
so
you
yeah.
know that you will go to court. You will not continue to use the police station or police, or you understand what I mean. Go to court. Let's face it. If there's an issue, let's go and face each other in court, not on police level. So I want everything to go to court. I want everything to be dealt with in court. I don't want it to end there. Well, it's not going to end there. It's not going to end at the police station because somebody's image has been dented here. So there needs correction
Okay,
to that.
so if how soon are you looking for? Because I want to say, okay, if you have like a time frame to say, oh, Nigeria Police Force, within so time, I expected you to have responded to my press statement.
Mhm.
I want this retracted. If you don't hear, what is the time frame, and what would you do in case Nigeria Police Force responds to this statement, and instead of retracting it, if they decide to come up with other invitations or other things,
Yes,
what's your plan next?
they can go ahead and do that. I am fully fine with that. One thing is this. I'm going to say this for the very first time because I know the person that is influencing their case, okay? I want independent bodies, okay? People that are not already connected to these people that are on our cyberspace, independent body. I want the wonderful Inspector General of Police. I respect him very much because he has a wonderful track record. I want him to get on top of this particular issue, and I want them to bring together some independent body to investigate fully this case. I do not want anybody that is connected with the
Which of the cases is it, the cyber or the murder?
whether
Which one are you most?
cyber stalking, whether all this their
Because
extortion, murder.
the one particularly that brought about this bulletin declaring you wanted is the murder allegation.
It is all on it. They all what I'm saying now was written there. Wanted for murder, cyberbullying, cyber stalking, extortion,
Okay, I
falsehood,
get you.
that. So I do not want ACP, Mr. Muiwa Adejobi. I do not want him involved in any of my cases. I want somebody. Of course, I know he holds a very, very big office, an important office, but I want them to bring on board an independent body that will exclude himself from my investigation because he is witch hunting me. Okay, let me tell you this, sir. I have never shared this with anybody before, although I have shared it on my platform before. On getting to IRT, the day that I decided to say, okay, do you know what? I'm going to produce myself, sir. The very first petition that was presented to me was a petition from Mr. Muiwa Adejobi. This is somebody that I don't know at all. The very
Like
first
he wrote it by himself.
by himself. The very first petition I answered to was a petition from Mr. Muiwa Adejobi, and I have never offended him in any way. I didn't even know who he was as at the time. I'm thinking to
What's
myself,
content? What is content of the petition
the
by
content of
Muiwa Adejobi against you?
Dorcas and her cohort have been destroying the image of the Nigerian police force on social media. Never done that before. There is nothing, nowhere anybody will find anything like that. And they have been cashing out so much. I would like her to be investigated and the full force of the law to be used on her. This was the petition that Mr. Muiwa Adejobi wrote against myself.
Mm.
And I'm thinking to myself, huh? I thought we are here to treat cyberbullying, cyberstalking. And we are also here to treat murder case. What has this got to do with Mr. Muiwa Adejobi that I don't even...
So you feel he will be biased if he handles or if he's involved
Yes,
in
and if it...
handling?
And let me also say that, let me also mention, the department that was investigating my case is IG Monitoring Unit, sir. Yeah? IG Monitoring Unit did not declare me wanted. As a matter of fact, they were shocked at the wanted post. The person that declared me wanted is the office of the PPRO, Mr. Muiwa Adejobi. So what special interest does he have in
So
my
you believe he
case?
took it personal?
Yes, very, very personal. And now I am being, he's going, okay, now, let me even say something now. Now the case of cyberbullying, cyberstalking is one side. The case of murder, sir, is on one side. Do you know what Mr. Muiwa Adejobi did again? He wrote a petition to NCCC, National Cybercrime, whatever. This is now a petition that has nothing to do with any other person. He is now fighting Dorcas. So we now have another case with Mr. Muiwa Adejobi at the NCCC, okay? And there is no evidence anywhere on social media, on any platform where Dorcas has ever abused himself. He will just write things just to put, obviously the hater on top of Dorcas, the people that I'm fighting with on Facebook. So I have made some moves in regards to the petition that he wrote to NCC, and I want my case between myself and Mr. Muiwa Adejobi to be taken away from NCC and be given to an independent body that will investigate myself and himself properly, and not NCC.
So right now, do you believe you are no longer wanted because police has not given any updates on this bulletin? So
I
right
don't know
now,
what they're doing. I mean, I left Nigeria. Nobody stopped me at the airport. Initially, if you look at the wanted post, there was no reference number on it. So that wanted post was done without getting a court order to start with. Okay. When they did this particular wanted, they might have, obviously taken it to court after. But as at the time that this wanted post was done, there was no court order.
so you believe police will get a court order before declaring you wanted?
They're supposed to get a court order before declaring me wanted.
Mm.
Yeah. But obviously, there was no court order to this particular wanted. So whether they've gotten a court order or not, I don't know. But I left Nigeria successfully. I'm a British citizen. And let me quickly point out as well, I'm a British citizen. I don't live in Nigeria. I've never staged any show for anybody in Nigeria. Even if anybody is going to report any case, okay, the case is supposed to be reported in Nigeria. Why is cases being reported in the United Kingdom, cases that, issues that happen in the United Kingdom, why is it being reported in Nigeria? Why can't they, if they know they're brave enough, all these people that are making this report, they all live in UK. Why can't they report their case in the UK?
Well,
Why are they?
perhaps because I don't know for the first one, but
Mhm,
for the murder,
mhm.
if you are BG, the disease that you were alleged to have been, that you were alleged
Yeah.
on,
Mhm.
if the deceased resides in Nigeria, they may just want to say, okay, because of place of jurisdiction for the
Mhm.
victim.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm just trying to rationalize now.
Mhm. And yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm just trying to rationalize that they may want to justify why Nigeria for the second allegation, for the second petition. I'm not talking about the
Yes,
first one now.
yes, absolutely. Okay, and also on an issue like this, the other party, who happens to be them, Tolulope Odegbami and Tolulope Adeoye, they are allowed to see the PPRO, that is Mr. Muiwa Adejobi. I have never been given an audience by himself. Why can't he see me one on one and hear my own side of the story before taking things so personal? He
Mm.
refused to have anything to do with Dorcas and is witch hunting Dorcas. For what? What has Dorcas done to himself? If I have done anything to him that warrants him to, go after me, by all means he's allowed to. But in this case, there is literally nothing that Dorcas has done to himself to warrant him, coming after me all the time. And I must say to you, under this particular post today, you will see a lot of nuisance. There are all these fracas people on Facebook. You will see them, they will contact you. They will be in your inbox later on. They will be calling you. They will send you different kind of things and stuff. This is what they do. So just bear that in mind. They are the fracas people on Facebook. That will be from Abike Jagaban's team, who are highly manipulative on our cyberspace.
Okay. I think we can, except there's more to share that is still in connection with this.
Mhm,
Um, I think we can still leave it here for now while we await the response by the Nigeria Police Force to your statements today.
mhm,
You are simply asking that they should retract, believing that this matter is already concluded after autopsy shows the deceased
mhm,
passed on tuberculosis complications.
mhm,
So we'll await what the Nigeria Police Force has to say about this. And the Nigeria Police Force, I'm sure this video will also be attracted to them. I'm sure they will see it and they
mhm.
will understand your concerns. So we'll wait and we'll take this conversation further after there's a development, except there's any more to share for
Okay.
now in relation to.
I have lawyers on the case. And Falana is on the case as we speak. And I have other prominent, top lawyers like Chief Afe Babalola. They are on the issue as well. I have people on the issue. I have not done anything wrong for anybody to which on to me. If I have done anything wrong, I am repeating it. Whether to the PPRO himself, he holds a very important office. I have no reasons whatsoever to which on him or to abuse him or to abuse his office. But I feel that I am not being fairly treated by his office, and I want to know why. He's doing all of this, publishing all different kind of things that are not true about myself, you know. And I want independent bodies, okay? The Nigerian Service Commission, international bodies. There are so many things that is going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. I am no longer going to keep quiet because it's been, like I remember when the autopsy came out, they were like, "Oh, don't talk, keep quiet." How can you destroy somebody's name and you don't want them to speak about it? Do you understand what I mean?
So we'll
That,
ask you not to speak after autopsy.
all this, let me not mention name because we'll still get there. Like you publish something about somebody, the truth came out, and you don't want them to speak. Who does that? Do you know what I mean? Who does that? You can't.
Okay, we can rest it here for now so
Yes.
that we don't belabor over flog. The points you have made is already very clear,
Hmm.
which is that following autopsy, you
Yes.
believe that you have been cleared and the
Yes,
police will retract this bulletin
that's
so that
correct.
your name can be cleared.
That's
We'll leave it at that for now.
okay.
But let me also state for others, this is not a bias engagement.
Mm-hmm.
She has come to state her side and why she feels the police should withdraw this bulletin. If anybody feels has a feeling to the contrary, they also have. I mean, the platform is free. You can as well, if you somebody who believes she's not telling the full story or she's not putting the truth out here, you can as well come with your own proof or
Mm-hmm.
evidences so that we can balance this whole things. Thank you so much. I want to leave it there for now so
Thank you.
that we don't begin to give room for things that people other suspicions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for now, everybody. So
Thank you.
if you feel you know the details or the stories and she has not put things in their proper light,
Mm-hmm.
please reach out to me and let us have your own angles too, so that
Mm-hmm.
we can balance these things out. So
Correct.
thank you so much for coming on air to explain your own side of it.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I can see that there are so many people in the comments. I was trying to catch up with them. I mean, too many. And I see people attacking, I mean, at one another's neck. So I understand it. It looks like something that has antecedents,
That's what I'm
these
telling you. That
issues.
it has to do with
So,
Facebook fracas people. So you will see all of that. It has to do with Facebook fracas and the drama on social media, and that is why it should not include the Nigerian police force in the first place, because this is an issue of what is happening on Facebook, social media issue. Yeah. If
all
there's,
right, thank you so much. As I said, we leave it there for now. If there's development, we take it further. Uh, Everybody, enjoy the rest of the day.
thank you very
Bye
much.
bye.